This lecture is going to be about words in English, the types of words in the English language. In the previous chapter, we talked about morphemes. In this chapter, we are going to deal with words. Words are classified according to the kinds of these words and according to the combination of each word, the type of the morphemes that a word might consist of. So according to which we have three types. We have simple words, complex words, and compound words. Starting with simple words are words that consist of single free morphemes. Each one of these words consists of one free morpheme that can stand alone with meaning. So a simple word is a word that consists of only one morpheme, and this morpheme is a free morpheme that can stand alone with meaning. Let's take examples. Play, great, spy, art, to, sand, right, space, line, clear, deny, between, glad, etc. Each one of these words is called a simple word because it consists of one morpheme, one free morpheme that can stand alone with meaning. So we call each one of them a simple word. The second type is called complex words. Complex words are either words that consist of bound morphemes only, or words that consist of a free plus bound morphemes, one or more bound morphemes. Let's have examples. Include. Include is a word that consists of two bound morphemes, in and clude. We have two bound morphemes, so this word include is called a complex word because it has two bound morphemes. Suicide. This word consists of two bound morphemes also, and because it consists of two bound morphemes, it is called a complex word. Project. Pro and ject. Again, it is a word that consists of two bound morphemes, so it is a complex word. Comprehended. This word consists of three bound morphemes, com, prehend, and ed. So this word is called a complex word. Each one of these words consists of bound morphemes only, so they are called complex words. Complex words also consist, as we've said, a free morpheme plus bound morphemes. Greatness. Great is a free morpheme. Ness is a bound morpheme. So we call this word greatness a complex word. Suggestions. It consists of a free morpheme, suggest, plus tion and s bound morphemes. So we call this word a complex word. Unclear. It consists of a bound morpheme, un, plus the free morpheme clear, so it is a complex word. Feet is also a complex word because it consists of foot plus s plural, so it is a complex word. Wrote is also a complex word. It consists of write plus ed past, so here the word is called a complex word because we have a free plus a bound morpheme. Rewrite. Re is a bound morpheme, write is a free morpheme, so it is a complex word. So notice that complex words either words that consist of bound morphemes only, or words that consist of a free plus bound morphemes. The third type is called the compound words. Compound words are words that consist of two or more free forms or free morphemes. When we have two or more free morphemes combined together, we call this word as a compound word. Greenhouse. Green is a free morpheme. House is also a free morpheme. So when they are combined together, we call this word a compound word. Overheat. Over and heat. Both of them are free morphemes. When they come together, we call this word a compound word. Afternoon. After is a free morpheme. Noon is another free morpheme. Together, as a word, afternoon, we call it a compound word. Makeup. This verb consists of make and up. Each one is a free morpheme. Together, as a word, we call it a compound word. Mother-in-law. Mother, in, and law, each one of them is a free morpheme. Together, as a word, we call it a compound word. Devil may care. Again, devil, may, and care, each one is a free morpheme. And together, this word is called a compound word. And by the way, it is a word. Devil may care is a word. Sunflower. Sun is a free morpheme. Flower is a free morpheme. This word sunflower is a compound word. Take off has the same condition. Take plus off, both of them are free morphemes. So each word that consists of two free morphemes or three free morphemes, we call it a compound word. Sometimes we have four, and rarely, in fact, we have four free morphemes, but mostly we have two or three free forms that come together to make compound words. Compound words, which consist of two or more free forms, can be classified into three types according to the way they are written. The first type is called closed compounds. In closed compounds, there is no space between the parts of a compound word. The two parts are written together without any space between them. Flower pot. Between flower and pot, there is no space. Keyboard. Between key and board, there is no space. Note, book. Bookstore. There is no space between the two parts of each one of these compound words. That is why they are called closed compounds. The second type of compound words is called open compounds. With open compounds, there is a space between the parts of a compound word. So we have a space between the two parts or the three parts of the compound word. Let's take examples. School bus. Notice that school bus is a compound word and it is an open compound because there is a space between the two parts of this compound word, between school and bus. Living room. Also, we have a space between living and room, so it is an open compound. Take off. Between take and off, there is a space, so it is an open compound. Start over. Again, there is a space, so it is an open compound. White House. This word is a compound word, and there is a space between the two parts of the compound word, so it is an open compound. In the third type of compound words, there is a hyphen between the parts of a compound word. That is why they are called hyphenated compounds. In hyphenated compounds, there is a hyphen between the parts of a compound word. And we have some examples like mother-in-law, mother hyphen in hyphen law. This is a compound word and it is a hyphenated compound because we have a hyphen between each part of this compound word. Merry-go-round. Between merry and go and between go and round we have a hyphen. That is why it is a hyphenated compound. Happy-go-lucky. Again, It is a word, it is a compound word, and because we have a hyphen between happy and go, and between go and lucky, this compound word is called a hyphenated compound. Well built. There is a hyphen between well and built. So each compound word that has a hyphen between its parts is going to be called a hyphenated compound.